Hey guys, this is Sandy White from Simply Fit, your #1 health and wellness cheerleader. And on today's segment, we're going to be talking about the power of no. And as a mom, yes, you say no when it's detrimental, but a no when you think it's not detrimental to you. When you think it's detrimental to your child, or it's not going to benefit your child or husband or wife, yeah, we'll say no. No. Oh, this is not a good investment. No, this is not the good time to go apple picking. Or no, this is not the route to take. It's going to take us longer. Or no, you can't eat candy all day long. We're always there as the cook, as the chef, as the taxi driver, or as they call it today, Uber driver. We are wearing so many hats. We are not taking care of ourselves. Meaning we don't put the oxygen mask on ourselves. We have to start putting an intentional schedule on our calendar where it is strictly me time, no interruptions, no ifs, and buts about it. Hey, I want to go to do whatever, and it's on your calendar for you to exercise at 7 o'clock. No, they can't, no can do. And we've got to stick to a non-negotiating situation when it comes to our health. You guys, when you're saying no, when you know it's going to be in someone's best interest, it's a no-brainer. But when you're saying no, when you're saying yes, let me correct that. When you're saying yes, when you really want to say no, that's when it starts affecting your mental health. It starts causing unnecessary stress in your body because you really want to say no, but you have overextended yourself from feeling guilty to, this is my best friend or this is my husband. I'm not telling you if that's what you really want to do, then say yes, but say yes with some boundaries and say yes after you have taken care of yourself. So with that being said, I want to share a foundation that I came across this week, putting women's needs like never before at the forefront of everybody's mind, especially those of us that are moms. So the name of this foundation is See Her. See Her was founded at the lowest point of the CEO's life. She was overextended, she was stressed out, she was super depressed, and thank God it didn't go from depression to suicide. And I've talked to you guys about this many times. Suicide is a derivative of being depressed, and depressed is a derivative of not taking care of yourself, from not sleeping right, eating right, not getting outside. Like I'm outside right now doing this video. You have to take what God has provided to you and you've got to use it to your best interest and to your best ability and to your best everything. If you're in the workplace and you guys are super stressed out from whatever task you're doing, I'll be right back. You go to the bathroom, okay, take a 5-minute break and go step outside. This is when you don't address being tired, being stressed out, being angry, and not knowing what those reasons are. What you're doing is you're squishing them down. You're squishing them down, and you're constantly masking them. And then eventually, what happens is now all of your ugliness is squished out on you and everybody else like a bad sneeze. And I know that's gross, but you have to start keeping these journals. When you keep the journals, it's bugs out here, guys. I'm outside. When you keep a journal, it helps you to understand, okay, I'm stressed out because we have a project going on, but in 2 hours and 15 minutes, it's going to be over with. You got a time frame. And I'm going to go and I'm going to release this cortisol by going to the gym, and I'm going to do some walking, some rowing, some swimming, whatever it is. But a lot of times what y'all do is you do the wrong thing to relieve how you're totally feeling, you'll go and you eat. That's the wrong thing to do. You either need to go meditate, you need to go pray, you need to go and relax yourself. I did a book, it's called Daily Dose of Declaration, and it was designed to help you to overcome suicide and depression. And it's nothing but powerful prayers in there. I'll leave a link so that you guys have an opportunity to get that and to put that in your arsenal. But you got to start making different decisions when you're at a point where you're like, I don't like the way I'm feeling. So now you need to address, why is it that you don't like the way you're feeling? Okay, I don't like the way I look in this outfit. Let's change the outfit. Is it the outfit or is it the way it's cut on your body? Because it's not always the way your body looks. Okay, I'm feeling stressed out. Why are you feeling stressed out? Are you feeling stressed out because of you fill in the blank? So if you keep in a journal, it's much easier for you when you go back, if you're having that same reoccurring feeling, experience. Okay, what happened on this day? What was I doing? Or if you use the word we, if you were with your family, what was going on? Okay, so maybe it was a temporary stress, or it can be a long-term stress that now you need to put a game plan in place so that you know this situation is going to last until for 9 months or until the 31st of the month. I don't know. I'm just saying, you fill in the blank. But you have to put a game plan in place, and food is not, when it's processed foods, that's not going to be any part of anybody's successful game plan. So I'm going to tell you all that now. I told you all that we're going to have fun, we're going to be intentional, and we're going to do total training. It's time out for you being the same. We're not done. We're in the fourth quarter. You can still, if y'all are familiar with football, a lot of games are won in the fourth quarter. So you never give up. A lot of times people are being excessive too soon, meaning, okay, I got a touchdown in the first quarter and we all, yay, be happy about it. But you got 3 more quarters to go. You can win the game or you can lose the game when you're not being intentional. We're in the fourth quarter. Don't worry about what happened in the first 3 quarters. You could still be successful in this fourth quarter if you were keeping a journal, because you didn't win the way you thought you should have won. You can now look at that journal and see, okay, I need to make a turn here, make an adjustment here. And then in the fourth quarter, it'll be like butter. I'm telling you, you need to keep a journal. I'm going to jump back into the CEO. So See Her organization was created because she was overextended in her life, and she got to the lowest point of being depressed that she could possibly go, and she was no good to herself, she was no good to her family. So See Her Foundation partnered up with Pure Leaf. Again, if you go to pureleaf.com, and if I didn't say that, I'm saying it now because I got all the stuff in my head. Pure, P-U-R-E, Leaf, Leaf.com, and you can sign up for this grant. This is not guaranteed, so I want to let y'all know this now. It's not guaranteed. They're going to make selections. How many selections, I don't know. But if you are a mom or you're in that role of a mom, I would suggest you go and you fill it out. There are probably less than 10 questions that you need to answer, but it's all about you. And here's the beautiful thing and a sad thing at the same time. The questions that they ask, you have to be intentional about answering, because that's how they're making their selections. But the problem is, a lot of you all are going to get stumped up on those questions because you are not taking time to know who you are. And when you don't know who you are, it's really impossible to answer those questions, where it's going to not necessarily put you in a position to win the grant, but put you in a position where you can learn more about you, where you can make the necessary tweaks so you can win in the fourth quarter. A lot of you all are going to need to go and do a a dig deep session to learn about you. Some of you all don't even know what makes you happy. You don't even know what you enjoy anymore because you're so used to being in an automaton mode of saying yes, like I said before, when you really don't want to, just to keep the ball rolling. That's got to stop. You got to start being intentional about how your family household is going to be ran. You need to sit down once a month with whoever is in your household that is capable of making a full sentence. So if you got toddlers, I'm not saying they're not included, but they're not going to be able to put an input in that's going to get the result that I'm talking about. So, if you're married, you have kids, they have goals. Your husband has goals, wife has goals. Okay, what's everybody's goals? And then what's the overall goal? Everybody has individual goals, and how are we going to help each other meet their individual goals? And then what's our family goal? So we can do that together as a family. That cuts down a lot of stress. If you know, okay, you have a daughter that's trying to go pre-med, you have a son that's trying to be a marine biologist, you have a husband that's going for his PhD. Okay, so now we know everybody's goals. And unfortunately, I'm sitting outside, these bugs are enjoying being out here with me. Moms put their goals on the back burners, and sometimes it's years. I mean, from the time they have a child or children until they are out of college. So that could be 20 something years that you have put your goals on hold. They have been now fossilized, and that's a long time. And that's why people forget what makes them happy or what were they initially going for. And I understand, as we grow, we mature, we also change our likes. What you like when you were 20 don't mean that's what you're going to like when you're 30. Don't mean that's what you're going to like when you're 40, 50, 60. You constantly are changing. You're constantly evolving. Rewind. You're evolving. So with that being said, I want you all to be intentional. Take your time. Do not rush through this application, because I want you all to be selected as moms that get this $2,000 grant. It's a $2,000 grant. Is it going to change the world? Maybe not, but it could put you on a path of taking a community college course that can turn into something awesome. You take that money, use it any way that you want, but it needs to be used for a purpose of freeing up time that you would take as a mom that will alleviate stress. You can possibly use that to come up or put it towards an invention that you were thinking of that can help you or another mom or totally different group of individuals. The bottom line is, it's for a mom who has not been recognized. And this is an opportunity for you to recognize. When you're stressed out, cortisol runs rapid in your body, and this is how we get all kind of different diseases. That coupled with inflammation, it just runs rampant in your body, and it causes unnecessary health challenges. So let's stop this now. We want to stop this right now, and we want to get to the point where you are being recognized for you. We're not saying that you go to the point where you're destructive to your family, but we know sometimes as a mom, thank you is the last thing that comes on anybody's mind after we do all that we do. Pure Leaf and See Her would like to say thank you for all of the moms that go above and beyond to make their families what we see coming to the forefront of our eyes when we come to church, when we come to any community event, when we're just out and about in society and the families are on top. It's because of the moms. Dads do their part, but we're talking about moms today. pureleaf.com. Sign up for the mom grant. We're going to come back with some stretches. Just because we talked about grants don't mean y'all get out of doing what you're supposed to do. This is week number 3. First week you were doing your walking, and you're still continuing to do your walk. 10,000 steps a day. Next week you started it the same week as the walk, but it's the water challenge. Because when you're out walking, like the best time to walk is either before the sun or as the sun is going down. Like you can see it's kind of going to dusk now, but you're supposed to be doing 10,000 steps, and then you're to add your water, and that's going to be 100 ounces per day. Are you going to meet that goal? Probably not, but that's a goal that you want to aim to. And then this next week, which is what I'm going to talk about now, stretches. Before and after you do your workout, you want to stretch. These are going to be basic stretches, but extremely powerful, so you don't have lactic acid building up in your muscles. Because when you do that, that means you're not going to exercise the following day, because you're going to give me the excuse, I'm sore. So I'm going to help you out so you're not sore. All right? Make sure you got your shoes on, and let's come on back and get these stretches in.
Okay, guys, we're back in the house because it was super hot outside, and I want to make sure I get through this routine so you guys have a stretch routine that you can add before your workout and after your workout. And you want to make sure you do it before to prevent any injuries of whichever workout you decide to do. And then you want to do the stretch routine afterwards to help with the recovery time. You want it to be as short as possible, so make sure you stretch. So we're going to start off at the top of our head. Gently, I'm going to start off on the right side. You can do right or left. Just make sure you do both sides. So I'm on the right side, and just gently pull your head over to your right shoulders. And now move over to the left and pull it over just so gently. And you're just going to hold it a couple seconds, and then take your head back, hold it a couple seconds, and then bring it forward and hold it a couple seconds. Now you roll your shoulders back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and bring them forward for 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And breathe it up. We're going to do 4. Bring it down. Bring it up. This is 2. And make sure you're breathing out. This is 3. So I would normally be inhaling and then exhaling when I'm bringing my arms down. All right, and now that was 4, and we're just going to stretch it over, shoulder width apart, and just so gently move over to the side. Squeeze all of this in, bring it up, go over to the left, hold it. You should feel it all on the side. We're going to do 2 more. This is 3. It'll be a total of 4, 2 on each side. And then you do these stretching exercises that I just showed you till you feel comfortable. If you feel, hey, the amount that I'm showing you now is good, that's great. If you need to do it a little more, then that's fine as well. So we're going to take I'm going to step back as if I'm in a lunge position. Toes are going to go forward. I'm going to bend this left knee, and I'm going to rock back like I'm going to sit down in a chair. So the heel of my right foot is digging in to the ground, floor, wherever you are. Toes are going up to the ceiling, and then lean into it. And you should feel that all in the back of your thigh. All right, rock forward, and let's do this 4 times. This is your second one, and you just hold it in for a couple seconds. Rock forward. This is your third one. Lunge back into it. Rock forward. Last one. And now we're going to switch. So the left is in the front. Whichever leg you started, swap to go to the opposite one. My right leg is in the back. I'm going to bend it slightly, and I'm going to sit so that the left heel is digging into the ground. Toes are up in the air. And I'm going to stretch it just a couple seconds. Rock forward. Remember, we're doing 4. So this is 3. Rock forward. Now we're going to go down. This is going to be We're doing 4. This is our third one. Now rock forward. This is our last one on the left side. Just at the same time, and then push back. We're going to breathe up 4 more times, and you guys are done. Breathe it up. This is 3. So inhale when you're bringing your arms up. Exhale when you're bringing them down. Bring it down. Last one. You guys are done. Hey guys, we record every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on WYTV7.org platform. I'm Sandy White, your health and wellness cheerleader. I'll see you guys next week. And I'm not sharing what the challenge is for next week. I'll tell you at that time. See ya.